Hey everyone, it's Ryan from Panfox Productions, here to bring you the very first Nerd Review.
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know me that well, since I can remember, I've been a huge fan of the fantastical and the fiction, primarily in the world of the superheroes. Throughout my life, I've collected action figures and stuffed animals. I've also collected movies as well. Granted, these are animes, not exactly what you were expecting, but however, these are still superheroes, just in the Japanese variety. Video games. Yeah, I'm old. These are kind of old, but kind of not. This one's the newest one. This one I got a long time ago too, when it was actually new still, so. And of course, comic books. Now, here's an interesting specimen. Superman and Batman, Heroes Against Hunger. Huh. Interesting. It starts out with Superman carrying topsoil over Ethiopia, dumping it all over the place, when suddenly he meets a very cranky woman. She basically tells Superman his entire crusade of protecting the Earth and all life as we know it is crap, because he hasn't spent time in the Peace Corps. Yeah. So he's flying more soil over when suddenly, kada-boom! It gets blasted out of the sky. While some miles away, Batman is conveniently checking on a downed Wayne Foundation plane. Full of food, I might add. Superman conveniently flies overhead. Now, to get his attention, he reflects light at him. Yeah, don't just, yell his name or even whisper it. It's not like he has super hearing or anything. Being Superman. Anyway, they both come to the consensus that someone is up to something and this was a planned attack.
Particle beam. None of the local powers have weaponry of that magnitude. I've checked. You're certain? Never mind. This is a wrinkle I hadn't counted on. But we'll lick it in time.
But we'll lick it in time. They part ways. Superman goes to the Wayne Foundation, finding it full of robots. He also finds the ship underground where he faces the Master, or Goro's step-cousin. The Master feeds off lifelessness and tries to stop Superman, but it's not 15.8% kryptonite. Batman goes to find Lex Luthor to ask him for help with the loss of food. Luthor created a formula that could make produce huge, but of course now he can't because he lost the formula when Lexor, his planet that deemed him a hero, was destroyed. So they can't have giant tomatoes.
Tomato!
So they all decide to meet Becca. Wait a minute. Okay, I get multiple artists worked on this, and I'm not talking about the continuity here. What I'm talking about is how awkward Batman looks. I mean, look at this. I can see his eyes. He looks like a substitute math teacher, or a potato, dressed as Batman. Why did they do that? It reminds me of Putty, or a dad. It's weird. Alright, comic, you're starting to lose me here. This is a lot of reading, which I'm okay with in comics. It's just some of it is very out of character. Kinda like Stepdad Batman. Alright. Blah blah blah, Lex decides to help, blah blah. Superman put Batman down, please never carry him like your blushing bride to be ever again, blah blah. No one likes starving children, blah blah, fighting, etc. Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. It didn't work. It didn't work? And she knew it wouldn't from the beginning? And she didn't tell them? Now, I get it, right? There's a message behind that. But I'm sorry, we're talking about Superman and Batman here. Now, this wouldn't be a nerd review.
Yeah.
Without me actually reviewing something. Now, I'm not going to go into the content behind this. I mean, it's pretty obvious what this one's about. However, I've always had a problem when they put real-life issues into fictional worlds. I mean, we're talking about Superman and Batman here. Why doesn't Superman just go to Walmart with Batman's credit card, buy groceries to make a stew, and then take it back to the people at breakneck speed, and then do it again, and again? It's not that difficult. Okay, but I get it though. If anything, they're trying to raise awareness of world hunger, and that's understandable. However, if I'm a kid at the comic book store, and I see these next to this, what do you think I'm gonna pick? These! And after that, I'm gonna look at the back of these and be like, oh gee, look, Eskimo pies. I want Eskimo pies. I'm not gonna look at this. Now, take away the title, right? Heroes Against Hunger. Now what does it look like? Oh man, it looks like they're diseased. And it's Superman's fault. And now he feels bad about it. So okay, maybe I'm a little interested now, but the moment I open it and I see Superman carrying topsoil, I'd be done.